Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Myself, Muhammad Khalid. Hope you all are fine and enjoying good health with the grace of Almighty Allah. This time we are going to have a discussion about week 10, lesson 19 and 20, and the personality under discussion is Edmund Brooke. Our objectives after reading this chapter, you will be able to understand the life and the work of Edmund Brooke, Edmund Brooke's political and the other theories. Here is this person, Sir Edmund Brooke, and the students, in this first video I'll try to cover a short brief biography of Edmund Brooke so that you may have a clear idea about him. Comparatively, it's a brief description. Okay. Edmund Brooke is included as one of the most distinguished, capable and respectable philosopher, social scientist, politician, orator, and the writer of the 18th century. Brooke, born on January the 12th, 1729 in Dublin, Ireland. His father was a lawyer by profession. His father owned Protestant belief, whereas the mother was Roman Catholic. Brooke was greatly impressed by his father's view and became a Protestant. Anyhow, he was a great opposite. Opposed the atrocities on the Catholic people by the Protestants. In 1743, Brooke took admission in Trinity College, and after 5 years he was graduated. In 1750, he moved to England for education in law. His father had a cardinal desire to have seen him as a lawyer, but Brooke was inclined to literature, and he was quite passionate about it. This tendency towards literature extremely disappointed his father, and under the feelings of resentment, his father stopped giving him pocket money or stipend for his education. But all this didn't derailed Brooke from his literary activities. Well, in 1756, Brooke published an essay, Vindication of Natural Society, Fitri Muashre ki Himayat. Clear? In this very creative essay, Brooke compared a civilized society with a natural state and deduced or extracted the same results as they were expressed in by Rousseau once. Clear? In second year, Brooke wrote the second very interesting essay, philosophical inquiry into the origin of our ideas on sublime and beautiful. Let's read me again. Philosophical inquiry into the origin of our ideas on the sublime and beautiful. It was a dissertation or writing about theory of aesthetics. This publishing of this essay made Brooke as a hot favorite person in England and the affiliated areas. In the same year, Brooke married with a daughter of a doctor. This was an excellent time of his exuberant literary activities. Well, he started writing the abridgment of the history of England. Fine, I mean, it was you can say a summary of the precise summary of history of England. In 1758, he became the editor in a magazine named Annual Register. In this publications, history, literature, and political activities were the major topics. He continued with it until 1791. After this, Brooke started his political life. Okay, in 1758, Brooke became the secretary of William Gerald Hamilton, fine, and went to Ireland. He was Hamilton, actually an Irish politician, where he published the tracts on paupery laws. Means in Ireland the people in Ireland the Catholics used to use kind of atrocities or inequality with the Romans. In Ireland the Catholics were being maltreated, clear, and he was against this. In 1765, he couldn't go well with Hamilton, and he became the secretary of the Lord Rockingham. In the same year, he was elected as a member in the House of Commons and in the Parliament as a leader and as a politician. He did a wonderful job. His writings, oration, speech changed the direction and intention of the politics of the time. Well, Brooke had a different approach. That Brooke in 1688 was against the King of England, George III, for spoiling the benefits of the French Revolution, like liberty or other beliefs that people got and impressed by French revolutions. But George wanted to curb these ideas. Soon Brooke was included in the most ardent and pushful opposers of the king, clear, and he wrote a pamphlet, Thoughts on the Causes of the Present Discontents, in 1770, and furthermore he presented two wonderful speeches. Number one, on American taxation in 1770, 1774. Here he denounced that the government of England was unduly uh, applying the, say, taxes, and he was also against the colonization of the England, and he wrote on moving his resolutions for conciliation with colonies in 1777, where he was really in favoring that the colonies captured by British, their the human uh, dilemmas are increasing, and the government, the British management and the government was irresponsible and incompetent, and East India Company especially is they involved in political and other scams. Clear? He was his movement was so powerful that in 1788 Warren Hastings was discarded or from the Governor General of India. Clear? Brooke actually was against the intentions, the worst and horrible intentions of the king in the different colonies like in America and India especially. Okay, Brooke has another trait that he was against the revolutionary thoughts in France. He also wrote in a essay on reflections on revolution in France in 1790. Clear? The writing were quite impressive. Well, Brooke lived entire his life in Whig. Whig means a political party actually. Maybe. Well, in the Whig, there are two political parties in England. At that time, the Whig and Tory, and he actually remained Whig. In 1794, Brooke resigned from the Member of Parliament after, in the third year of his retirement, in 8th of July 1797, he passed away, and with his death, a very renowned, capable political person was under the mud. Thank you very much. I hope this that you have understood.